you're a nurse who's been looking at online businesses, courses, or coaching programs, and you're afraid of spending money on the wrong thing, this video is for you. Over the years, I've invested thousands of dollars in courses, coaching, and online programs. And honestly, I don't regret most of those investments. Every one of them taught me something. But I do wish someone had taught me how to spot if it was actually the right investment at the right time. Because looking back, it wasn't always the course that was the problem. Sometimes I just wasn't ready for it yet. There were times when I purchased programs that were designed for people a lot farther along than where I was at the time. And the information was probably great, but where I was in my own journey, it was overwhelming. I'd watch a few lessons, get completely lost, put it on the shelf, then months later, I'd come back and I'd try it again. If someone had just told me, Christy, this is probably a little too advanced for you right now, I could have spent that money on something that would have helped me much more in that season. That would have saved me a lot of frustration and probably a lot of money too. So today, I want to share the 5 things I personally look at before I spend money on any course, a coaching program, or really any online business. These aren't rules. They're just lessons I've learned after making plenty of mistakes myself. And I hope they help you make wiser decisions than I did. The first thing I always ask myself now, is this actually the right fit for where I am today? Not where I hope to be a year from now, not where someone else is, but where I honestly am today. Because there's a huge difference between buying a great course and buying the right course for this season of your journey. And I've learned that the hard way. The second thing I pay attention to now is the person behind the course. And this has really become a really big one for me. You see, years ago, if I saw a great sales page or if somebody was talking about how much money they were making, I thought, well, they must know what they're doing. Now I slow down and I want to know, can I actually have a conversation with this person? Can I ask questions about it before I make the purchase? Will they tell me if their program isn't the right fit for me? Because believe it or not, the coaches I've trusted the most have actually talked me out of buying something before. They've said things like, Christy, I don't think you're quite ready for this yet. Come back in a few months. Or I think you'd be better off starting here first. And you know what? That made me trust them even more because I knew they weren't just trying to make a sale. They really wanted me to succeed. So if someone immediately tells me, oh yeah, this is perfect for you, without really understanding where I am, I'm a little more cautious now. Another thing I've learned, more isn't always better. Years ago, I'd see a course with 20 bonuses and I'd think, wow, look at everything I'm getting. Now I almost always think the opposite. Because if I'm already feeling overwhelmed, 20 more bonuses probably aren't going to help me. I'd much rather have one simple course with a few really helpful resources that I can actually finish. Because finishing one course will always move you farther along than collecting 10. And if these kinds of conversations are helpful, I'd love to invite you to join my free Nurse Second Act Insider list. Every week, I send out one personal email with honest lessons I'm learning as I build my own online business beyond nursing. Plus, I'll share practical ideas to help you avoid some of the mistakes I've made along the way. No fluff, just the kind of guidance I wish I'd had when I was getting started. You'll find the link right below this video. But I want to mention one last thing I always pay attention to now. It's how I'm making the decision. Years ago, I'd get excited about a course. And before I really thought it through, I'd click the buy button. Now I do something completely different. I slow down, give myself time to think. I ask myself, is this really the right next step for me? Am I just caught up in the excitement of the moment or in a great sales pitch? I've learned that one night's sleep or even a couple of days has never kept me from making a good decision, but it has kept me from making a few bad ones. Unless I already know it's the right fit, I'm willing to wait. The right opportunity today will still be the right opportunity tomorrow. And if it isn't, there'll be another one. I've also learned to trust my gut, but that didn't happen overnight. It came from making enough mistakes to recognize the difference between pressure and true guidance. When someone takes the time to answer my questions, listens to where I am in my journey, and is honest enough to tell me this maybe isn't the best fit for me right now, that really tells me what kind of person they are. Those are the people I naturally trust. So if I could leave you with one piece of advice, it would be this. Don't buy because you're afraid you'll miss out. Buy because you're confident it's the right next step for you. There's a big difference. And I think making that one shift can save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of frustration. If you're trying to build an online business beyond nursing, I'd love to have you inside my free Nurse Second Act Insider list. This is where we get really personal, and I share the lessons I'm learning in real time, along with tips to help you build your business with more confidence and a lot less overwhelm. You'll find the link right below this video. And if you found this video helpful, I think you'll really enjoy this next video. And remember, you don't have to figure it all out today. Just take the next right step. I'll see you in the next video.